So I have y equals to log base p x squared. Remember, this is a coordinate. A coordinate means the 36 is the x and the 4 is the y. Okay, so I put in 4 equals to log base p 36 square. Okay, if you can remember your log, this guy is a log base. When you bring it over, it becomes a base. So p to the power of 4 is equals to 36 square. Okay, log p is the inverse of p to the power of something. Then it's just simple okay, p equals to 6. All right, try to recall this part. Try to recall this part. The concept is if I have log base ax is equals to y, then x is equals to a to the power of y. This is the concept. Okay, so that's part 1. So once I have my p ready, I put in, so I sub, next one I sub q comma negative 2. So all these are your rule of logarithm that you need to know. Negative 2, which is my y, equals to log, my p is 6 already, okay? And then q square. Okay, so log base 6 is the inverse of 6 to the power of something. I bring the 6 over, basically 6 to the power of negative 2 is equals to q square. Okay, so q square equals to 1 over 36, q equals to 1 over 6 or negative 1 over 6. All right, is there any restriction on q? There's no restriction, so q can be either positive or negative. Because over here, your q square, even if it's negative 1 over 6, you square it, you'll become positive already. Okay. Okay, then the third one. The third one, same thing, you just put this inside. When you got log 1 is equals to 0. So this is just self-explanatory. I want more concern with the sketching one. Okay. So if the question asks you to draw, sketch y equals to log, okay, base p x square. The 2 bring down, y equals to log base p x with a 2 here. So remember the 2 doesn't affect anything. It doesn't affect the asymptote. Okay, where is the asymptote? Oh, sorry. So this guy is just a normal log curve. Okay, actual fact, the 2 will affect the y values, but in a sketch, it doesn't affect any of the major points. Okay, so your normal log graph will still look like this. Okay, and then 1 is here. So this guy is y equals to log base p x squared. Okay, so if you are interested, if you are keen to know what's the difference between 2 log base px versus log base px, okay, log base px would look something like this. Okay, so there was a stretch. So this guy is log base px. This guy is log base px squared. The 2 bring down, there was a stretch of 2 units. Okay, so all the y values, right, multiplied by 2. That's why the one in blue is taller. Okay, so this question was from a prelim paper. Okay, as well as, yeah. So this one will be a more horrendous one. Okay, I will have y equals to negative log base 2 x minus a. Same thing, I sub in 7 comma negative 2. negative 2 equals to negative log base 2 7 minus a. If I got negative 2 on both sides, so 2 equals to log base 2 7 minus a. All right, so inverse of log base is base, so this is 2 to the power of 2 equals to 7 minus a. All right, then I will have a is equals to 7 minus 4, which is equals to 3. Okay, so now I have my y equals to negative log base 2 x minus 3. Again, I sub in my 4 comma b. X is 4, y is b, so put in b equals to negative log base 2 4 minus 3. So what this is trying to test you is whether you know immediately that log 1 is equals to what? 0. Okay, so you've got to know that log 1 is equals to 0, so b is equals to 0. So for the graph drawing part, y equals to negative log base 2 x minus a. Like I say, if you cannot immediately draw, that is totally fine. Okay, let's draw y equals to log x minus a first. So I write down here, let x minus a equals to 0, x equals to a. I think in this case, they wanted you to use the values of the a and b. Okay, so which means that this guy is 3. Okay, so on my right side, I let x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to 3. So there's an asymptote at x equals to 3. Okay, so next thing you know that in your mind, you have a super tree going up here already, right? Yeah, but this guy is y equals to the log base 2 x minus 3. So if I put a negative in front, what happens? It will reflect downwards. Okay, so this guy is called y equals to negative log base 2 x minus 3. Okay, so if this asymptote is 3, this value here, what is this value here? It's just one step in front only. So this guy is 4. Okay, of course, you can also let y equals to 0. So if you let y equals to 0, okay, I will have negative log base 2 x minus 3 equals to 0. I bring the 2 over, so x minus 3 equals to 2 to the power 0. 2 to the power 0 is 1, so x equals to 4. It will also be the same. But most of the time, it will actually just be one step on the right. So for sketching part, I'm sure after today, you are good already. But it's whether you can remember, remember it to your prelim or to your O level. All right. So put this somewhere in your room where you can see it, look at it, as days go by, and then you remember. Don't just throw it away.